What's up? I think I'm going to do like a few affirmations with whatever cards come out. This is the Kitty Tarot by Megan Lynn Cott. Ooh. Yeah. Kitty, kitty, kitties. So cute. Affirmations. Affirmations for us. I prop my phone up in between my legs and the light's rocking. Okay. Don't worry. When clashes happen, when conflict happens, when seemingly incompatible energies collide. Okay, I didn't even look at the picture. I just saw temperance. Why is this cat drinking out of the water ball and then noticing the fish? Oh, hey. It's almost like there's like a treat in balancing. Why is there an ocean underneath everything? I don't really get this card, but you have within you the power to balance your energies to become a greater whole, a less fractured being, and get more done. And once you do so, there are things that you don't see now that you will see, I think, is what I can take from this picture on this card. You have that alchemy ability to do that. Everyone has their own special balance that they can hit just right, and they will see things that many others can't see when they do this. You are magical that way. And the angels help you. And when you do it within, it gives you the opportunity to also be able to execute it externally as well. Like when conflict arises within your household, say, you can kind of recognize the external fractures, right, to the greater whole. The whole household is the greater whole, right? You can kind of see sometimes how that conflict that's manifesting externally in front of you has already happened within, and you can help these two energies, if you know that's what we're calling these people, come together. Okay, hold on. Now, again, what's another affirmation card? Woohoo! 7. Oh, okay, that was Major Arcana 14. Half of 14 is 7. I'm not sure the significance of that, but I'm saying it. And there's more fishies. Oh, that's a pretty Siamese kitty. I'm thinking that there are like more choices than you know. And that part of why you're clearing yourself now and getting in touch more with your own intuition, and practicing being true to yourself, is so that when these options show themselves, you'll know better which one or ones to take, because this card has an energy of like, right, they all have food in them, but they're all different colors. And then there's this sort of mystery of water depths and fish on the wall behind. So it's like, yeah, there's abundance and prosperity of like all these different kinds here, but they're not all really what they look like. And I think this cat can tell, right? Like we're looking at it and we're like, just pick one and eat, but like the cat's like, no, they're all different, and which one do I want? So beyond surface level, you're actually going to see more. And I think that's why you're supposed to be doing this clearing right now. Because surface level choices, sometimes not all the information is presented to you, and you need to make a choice without all the information, which requires some level of risk assessment or intuition or instinct, right? And in order for those things to be clear for you, you have to be clear for you. And you have to be in touch with yourself. One more time. Whoa. Wait, I'm giving advice. That was a you can do it message. It's an affirmation. It's all coming together in the end. You're ascending. You're ascending on all levels. You're ascending to new emotional depths. You're ascending to new mental heights. You're ascending to new levels of material abundance. You're ascending to new levels of health and vitality. Like, whatever it is, you're doing it. And it is a gift from God. It's like literally divinely written in the stars that we go through this journey. And your success is what God wants. You're bringing together new mental belief systems. I saw this the other day, these two cards together in my own reading yesterday. And I love it when they come out together. They come out together often for me, and I'm going to say what I see when I look at them in a second. But you're tearing down old belief structures that don't work or serve you, as well as the new ones that you're also building. This is definitely a systems card, a structure card. And there is new freedom within your new structures that you're building. So your new discipline is good. Good job. You've got the power to do all of that. And also, the major arcana, I see this and I'm like, God's magic. Because it's like the Hierophant and the Magician. Like, it's God's magic. And God is always in harmony, right? And you trying to live in harmony is trying to live in, the Holy Spirit or God, or whatever your term is for it, the divine, or the universe, or the cosmos. And 5 and 6 together equal the Lovers, which is the ultimate harmony card in the tarot deck. God's magic. This is so cute. Look at the Hermit. Just go look at all the cute kitties. All the cute kitties on all the cards. Sorry. No, yeah, interesting. So, I had that whole spiel. Okay, now tarot's done, and trigger warning. I had that whole... Okay, I had to cut it out. It took too long to say it. Twice. Third time's the charm, okay? Third time! Anyways, I wrote little notes so I could try to stay on track because I keep getting off track. Okay, so yeah, love spells spiel. Tongue twister. I had to share it because I never experienced anything like it. That was the first moment in my life that actually made me question if black magic was real. I'm not gonna lie to you. I deny its existence regularly, to the point where even Lilith on my chart, I discovered She's just sitting there getting you to do all the same shadow work all the other planets fucking are getting you to do, except she's taking the credit for it and then siphoning your life essence, force, energy as the price. And I'm like, got it. Lilith is a scam caller. Lilith is not real. We're going to ex-nay Lilith. Sorry, Lilith. Soul contracts terminated. Bitch, go back where you belong, which is into non-existence. I'm cutting you off. Beat it. And I took off the Lilith Black Moon from my astrology chart. It's a head trick. It's always been a head trick for me. In any scenario where I've encountered people who practice black magic, it's been a head game. It's been a game of them trying to convince you they're doing something so that you manifest it in your waking life, because you're the powerful one, you're the manifester. You have divine protection that they can't touch. And then therefore, their black magic is a mental game. So, boom, Band-Aid solution, problem solved. Right? Black magic isn't real. It's a head trick. Just like everything else demonic and devilry. But there's a reason that I had to go through that. I needed to think about the reason now that it's done and gone. In fact, it was so recent that it's weird to think about it, the fact that it was recent, because looking back on it, it feels like it was a long time ago. It's like as if it never happened. And then when I do think about it happening, it just feels so removed and far. Like it's the weirdest thing. That is the first moment I questioned if black magic was real. It's the first moment I questioned if I just hadn't met any real practitioners like up until that point. And it was Tarot on Decks, and I've mentioned her before. I love her. We all the personal improvement readers really bring their own special vibe to their readings. I love her and her readings. She's very powerful. She is very connected. And yesterday she did a reading that said God only lets you think these things are touching you, or lets you go through this experience with these energies when there's a lesson or something to be gained from it that you're ready for or that you need for your next level, right? And I'm like, it really made me realize again that, yeah, all difficult times and lessons in life are like that. It's like, why did I lose track of that? Like, whenever you have to go through something and it feels like a detour and you know you didn't want to, right? It's not like something you were really ready, wanting, you're ready, you're just not wanting to address it yet type thing. It is usually because you need it. You're closing circle on something, you're about to open a new phase of your life, a new big chapter of your life, and whatever this lesson is completely relevant to succeeding there. And ascending to the next level, essentially. And we are destined, for anyone who's experiencing or experienced weird things, or who might in the future, you are destined to come through to clarity and like ascend the whole situation, right? Like I always say, the war has already been won. You just have to walk through the battle now. And that's a beautiful thing. And it speaks to, again, the fact that we're at war with like energies trying to manipulate lives. It's not really essentially those people. Those people are not immune to these energies. It's an energy influence that they have allowed to be real through lack of immunity and awareness of it, right? So it's very paradoxical. It's like it's not real and you're destined to win and it doesn't matter, but at the same time it does matter if you let it matter. Okay. I guess kind of complicated, but that's the good news, is that especially with weird things, with like black magic type stuff or, you know, demonic type energies. It's like, oh, where is the answer? This is so abstract. Where's the way out? How do I make sense of this, right? And this is very common. Stuff not making sense and happening is very common with people who have septiles in their astrology chart, and that's something you have to math out with your astrology chart. Septiles are when, where, and how things just like ascend logic. It's spiritual. Things just don't make sense. So if you're one of those people who've had like the weirdest life ever, you might have septiles in your chart like me, okay? I got septiles. I'm just saying. It's partitions by 7, which 360 degrees doesn't evenly divide into. So it doesn't really matter. You're usually given a forgiveness of like 2 degrees for any of these relationships between the planets anyways. So it's like whatever. As long as you're close enough, it's a thing. You're making a 7-pointed star, baby. Anyways, sorry. So yeah, this is where the trigger warning comes in with sexual trauma. Stop watching right now if that's you. Or wait until you're ready if you do have those triggers, because this could help you. This could give you little pieces of the puzzle for you that could help you through that as well. So it's funny that it's not funny. It led me to do the work, these entities, right? Looking into them, looking at how it happened and what it is, what it's gunning for, what it does, what you need to work through. They live in your sacral chakra. I love working with chakras, okay? The sounds, the frequencies, it's all very convenient. Sound is a very obvious form of energy. It is so easy to synchronize with. It is so easy to work with. I truly believe that everybody, even the most insensitive, could come around to working with frequencies because they are such a dense, obvious form of energy. It's like speaking affirmations out loud, right? Like the sound, you're putting it in a denser form of energy than just thinking it. So it led me to do all these meditations combining 417 hertz, which is the sacral chakra frequency, with the solar, or the sacral with the heart. I did both of them back and forth all the time. And I would be meditating and breathing this out, like asking for answers and doing prayers and just affirmations and all kinds of stuff, okay? The odd thing is that these incubi, succubi, they lodge themselves, I don't know if I said this yet already, into people who have childhood and adulthood, for that matter, sexual traumas. And they exploit this. Exploiting that is part of the way that they throw a wrench in your real love options. All right? Now, people who are more prone to incubi, succubi type energy, I've also learned usually have a life purpose with their soulmate options, whichever one that they choose. And when they come together with this person, it does something for the entire collective, right? Think about it. When you're engaging in intimacy, you are the closest to God. That is the biggest act of creation you can do. There is no other time you are more closer to the Creator than when you're intimate with love, with your soulmate. So when dark entities at the time of your birth see that you're like that, It is very common if you have sexual traumas that you have a purpose with your soulmate. And that is exactly what they're trying to prevent. They're trying to attack your ability to, one, recognize this person, and then two, form a healthy relationship with yourself and them in order to fulfill your divine mission with your soulmate. I'm not saying I'm one of them. I don't know. I've been told that that's a thing, okay, for me, from multiple different people, whether it's tarot readers or astro chart readers. It, you know, like, quite a few people have been like, you have a purpose with your soulmate. But yeah, I've been single for 12 years. I had my son by myself. I don't collect child support or anything. Life got crazy fast paced. I have a functioning disorder. Okay, my brain looks like it's dying on a PET scan. I only have so much room, and in order to be the best mom I could be, I needed to sacrifice somewhere else. So I sacrificed in my social life and my intimate life. I needed to make money to pay the bills, obviously, right? So yeah, I had to prioritize getting us money. I've been very lucky and fortunate. Thank God my planets align that way too. But like, it was too hard to figure out what I needed to figure out to nurture a healthy relationship with the people I was meeting. It took away from the quality I could give to my son, my ability to have energy to get things done. It impacted us very negatively with how some of these people dealt with issues. And I avoided it at all costs, like as much as possible. I did try to date on and off when I'd like forget, and then I'd very quickly realize that it's way easier being single and just cut that off. And I moved to a town partly because I wanted my son to see me in a healthy, loving relationship. I wanted to experience it. YOLO. It's an important part of life. Love and intimacy. Okay? Right? Mm-hmm. I might as well be crowned a fucking saint at this point. But yeah, I thought I dealt with my childhood traumas. This whole experience brought them up again. Thankfully, I dealt with them enough to like have standards for myself. I'm like, no, not okay. I was no back fucking doormat for anyone anymore, which that's part of the trauma healing experience, is sticking up for your freaking self with your partners and choosing. The other part is choosing the right partners. And that's where I'm working through not having a broken picker broken. I suck at identifying healthy people. That's a me thing. And I didn't realize that. But going through and having to do this sacral chakra work and then bringing it up into solar, where my exalted sun is, and then bringing it up to the heart where it has some breather room and some acceptance and comes to some understanding, right? It's like it cleared a blockage that cleared out other blockages for my goal that I was literally asking for help with and guidance on. It all comes together full circle right there. I just had to go crazy for a little bit and be a complete loony bin in order to look deeper into sacral chakra issues, trauma issues. Those chakras I was working with, those combinations, are both the main combinations for processing traumas as well. What are the, like, I'm saying, what are the odds? It wasn't by chance. That's by design. All of that is connected. And I just wanted to say I'm super thankful for coming to that understanding, because like, That's wild. And I hope me talking about this doesn't really like weird out a lot of people. I'm just laying here all lazily. Yeah. Anyways, I hope that talk helps. Good luck, and I love you all.